The oceans are full of water saline, and the vessel holds the sweet water sublime. The thirsty find the vessel great, greater than the ocean, greater than the ocean. Only 3% of all the water on the earth is sweet. 77% of this sweet water is in the polar region and snow-covered mountains. 11% of it is located at more than 800 meters below the earth's surface. Water on the surface of the earth is just 1%. That is why we depend on the 8% of the underground water for our needs. Mother Earth has provided a wonderful system for sweet water, rain. Every year, very pure rainwater falls to the earth and flows away. It is hard to get back the water that goes into rivers and ponds. Yes, dams, canals and pipelines can recover some of that water, but with environmental consequences. If we let the water seep into the earth or store it in tanks, the rain that falls in 3 to 4 months can provide water for the 12 months of the year. Raju Bhai is here to explain to us how to harvest rainwater for use all the year round. After extensive study and research, he has made working models of different water harvesting and recharging methods in order to explain the whole process clearly. Come, let us meet Raju Bhai. Water harvesting through recharging pits. The model shows how to harvest water through a recharging pit. If an area of 100 to 200 square meters is available, this system works best. Make a pit 2 meters long, 1 meter broad and 1 meter deep. Fill it with brickbats, stones, pebbles and sand. All the water around it is directed to the pit. The accumulated water percolates slowly to the earth. The cost of this system is less than 2,000 rupees. All the water that falls into an area of 100 to 200 square meters can be sent down. The percolated water provides moisture for small plants or kitchen gardens, reducing the need for frequent irrigation.
તમારે પાણી બહુ ઓછા સમયે પાવું ન પડે એ રીતે તમે વ્યવસ્થા કરી શકો છો. તો આ પદ્ધતિ જે છે એ સામાન્ય રીતે 100 થી 200 ચોરસ મીટર વિસ્તારને માટે કામ લાગે છે.
Water harvesting through rechargeable trenches. The system is most effective when you want to harvest the rainwater in a plot of 500 to 800 square meters. Dig a trench 1 meter broad and 1 meter deep around the plot of land, either outside the garden or inside the walls. Fill the trench with brickbats, stones, grit and pebbles so that water seeps down easily. Normally, the top layer of earth prevents the rainwater from seeping into the earth fast enough, and it flows away. The trench with stones, grit, pebbles, etc., allows the water to go down fast, and then it seeps into the lower layers of the earth. The water, thus harvested, provides a lot of moisture to the plants in the land, and the need for frequent irrigation is considerably reduced. This system saves a lot of water. It is most suitable for plots of 500 to 600 square meters.
ખૂબ સારી રીતે વનસ્પતિ ઉગી શકે છે અને તમારે વારંવાર પાણી પાવું પડતું નથી. આ રીતે આપણે પાણીનો ઘણો બચાવ કરી શકીએ એમ છીએ. એટલે આ પદ્ધતિ છે એ સામાન્ય રીતે 500 થી 800 ચોરસ મીટર વિસ્તારને માટે સૌથી વધારે અસરકારક રીતે કામ આપે છે.
Recharging through underground storage tanks.
વરસાદી પાણીના જળ સંગ્રહ
This system is very effective for storage of rainwater. The water that falls on the roof or terrace is led through pipes to an underground tank. This system is ideal to collect pure, sweet rainwater for drinking and cooking. The requirements of water for drinking and cooking per person per day is calculated at 5 liters. A family with 5 members would require 25 liters per day, about 10,000 liters per year. An underground water tank of 10,000 liter capacity could provide clean, sweet rainwater for the whole year for a 5-member family. This system can also recharge your hand pump without filling it up with mud or dirt. As you can see, the water is filtered through a pipe filter before storing it. Any dirt or impurity is filtered out before the water enters the tank or the well. This is a highly effective way of harvesting and storing rainwater for daily use.
આ પદ્ધતિ છે એ ડંકી રિચાર્જ કરવા માટે અથવા તો ભૂગર્ભ જળ માટેનો પીવાના પાણી માટેનો ટાંકો બનાવીએ એમાં વધારે અસરકારક રીતે આ પદ્ધતિનો ઉપયોગ કરવામાં આવે છે.
Recharging through the Khambat well system.
ખંભાતી કુવા દ્વારા ભૂગર્ભ જળ સંચય આ પદ્ધતિની
The Khambat well system. This shallow aquifer recharge system allows large amounts of water to percolate into the earth. When there is a sandy stratum at 20 to 30 feet, this system allows much of the water to seep through. First, dig a well 30 feet deep and 8 to 10 feet in diameter, its walls built with bricks with gaps in between. Soak pits used to be constructed this way earlier. Around the well, build a ring 1 meter in diameter. This is called a radial filter. It is filled with brickbats, grit and pebbles. The water in the whole area around gets cleaned at the radial filter and goes into the well through the pipe. When there are heavy and prolonged showers, we have a 30 feet deep well to store the large quantity of water. It can store almost 40,000 liters of water that can be used as a buffer. The water in the well keeps on seeping into the earth, while new water gets added to the well with more rains. This system is a boon in places where there is water logging. This stored water could be used from the well or directed to the bore well. This is the Khambat well system, most effective when you have a sandy stratum at 20 to 30 feet below the earth.
જ્યાં પાણીને ભરાવાની સમસ્યા હોય ત્યાં પણ આ પદ્ધતિ બહુ જ અસરકારક રીતે કામ આપે છે અને એ પાણી તમારા કૂવાની અંદર અને બોરની અંદર તમે પાછી મેળવી શકો છો. એમ આ ખંભાતી કૂવા દ્વારા જળ સંચયની પદ્ધતિ છે એમાં આપણે જ્યારે 20 થી 30 ફૂટે રેતાળપટ મળતો હોય ત્યાં સૌથી વધારે અસરકારક રીતે આ પદ્ધતિ કામ આપે છે.
Water harvesting through existing wells.
હયાત કુવા દ્વારા જળ સંચય.
Most of the
સૌરાષ્ટ્રમાં
wells in the Saurashtra region of Gujarat remain dry much of the year. If the rainwater can be directed to the wells, it can be stored. But the water has to be sent to the well in such a way that mud does not go along with the water and fill up the well. So there must be a way of filtering out the mud before the water is sent to the well. Dig a pit 2 meters broad, 2 meters long and 2 meters deep. Fill it with grit, stones, pebbles and sand. If there are any small channels around that carry rainwater, they are directed to the pit. The water gets filtered in the pit and goes to the well through a pipe from the bottom of the pit. Such filtration is important to avoid mud filling up the well. This system can be set up at the cost of 4 to 5,000 rupees and it stores a lot of rainwater. The water can be very useful for irrigation.
સારી રીતે કરી શકીએ છીએ એમ છીએ અને ખૂબ મોટા પ્રમાણમાં પાણીને જમીનમાં ઉતારી શકીએ જેથી આપણે જ્યારે પણ સિંચાઈ માટે પાણી આપવું હોય રક્ષણાત્મક સિંચાઈ આપવી હોય ત્યારે આપણે આપી શકીએ છીએ.
Water harvesting in hilly areas. Low-cost check dams can conserve water and protect land. In hilly regions like the Dangs district, check dams built with bamboo or tree trunks stop the water coming down the hills and let it seep into the earth. The dams also reduce the speed of the water rushing down and prevent the topsoil being eroded down the stream. If bamboos and wood are not available, check dams can also be built with stones. Stone-made check dams have to be well compressed, compacted and pitched to make them strong, able to stop the rushing waters. Check dams are often constructed to get water for home use and for cattle. Different designs of check dams have different advantages and disadvantages.
પાણી રોકી શકાય. સામાન્ય રીતે જ્યારે પશુઓને પીવાને પાણી માટે અથવા તો ઘર વપરાશ માટે પાણીની આવશ્યકતા હોય ત્યારે પથ્થરનો ચેકડેમ બનાવવામાં આવે છે. આ જુદા જુદા પ્રકારની રચનાઓના જુદા જુદા લાભ અને ગેરલાભ છે. ત્રીજી પ્રકારની રચના છે એને ગેબિયન સ્ટ્રક્ચર કહેવામાં આવે છે. જ્યારે પાણીનો વેગ વધારે હોય.
A third kind of check dam is called a gabion structure. Check dams made of stone can break up when water gushes down with great force. If the stone structure is held together with a strong metal net, the whole structure stands as one unit and resists the force of the water. The water then percolates down to the earth and goes slowly downstream. If the slope of the stream is not big, a check dam made of filled sacks can stop the water. Cement or fertilizer sacks are filled with sand or mud and stitched up. They are so arranged as to reduce the flow of water. It is a quick and cheap check dam to allow the water to collect, percolate and flow down slowly.
વાસમાં જાય છે અને આમ આ વિવિધ પ્રકારના સસ્તા ચેકડેમ આ એક મોડેલની અંદર બતાવવામાં આવ્યા છે.
Water harvesting through recharge shaft.
રિચાર્જ શાફ્ટ દ્વારા જળ સંચય. સામાન્ય રીતે આપણે જોઈએ છીએ કે
In hilly regions, the rainwater comes to ponds through small streams. When the pond is full, the overflow goes out. In order to save the overflow water, a bow well 150 to 200 feet deep is dug in the middle of the pond. On top of it, a T-shaped pipe is so fitted that the overflow of the pond goes into the bow well and gets absorbed into the earth. The water in the bore well can be used. The water that seeps into the deeper levels recharges the wells around the pond. A lot of water can be sent down to the earth this way. This system has been very effectively used in the Kutch, Saurashtra and North Gujarat regions. It can also be seen in a village between Ahmedabad and Gandhinagar.
કામ આપે છે. અમદાવાદ ગાંધીનગર વચ્ચેના વિસ્તારના ગામમાં પણ આ પ્રકારની રચના કરવામાં આવે છે.
Water harvesting by recharging bore wells.
રિચાર્જ બોર દ્વારા
This is very useful when water has to be sent to very deep levels. In North Gujarat, water is drawn from levels as deep as 1,000 feet. The subterranean water is getting exhausted. In such a situation, this system can recharge the deeper levels. A well 10 feet in diameter and 10 feet deep is dug. A tube well 200 to 300 feet deep is dug in the middle of the well. A radial filter is built around the well. The water in a large area around gets filtered in the radial filter and goes to the well. From the well, it goes down to the earth through the tube well. In areas where there is a sandy layer of earth or a sweet water stream, water can be sent below through a Stenner pipe. If the topsoil does not let water to seep down, an ordinary pipe is put to let the water go down. To send the water down to lower strata, a Stenner pipe is put with perforations that allow a lot of water to seep in. This artificial system of recharging the deeper layers through a tube well could raise the water table in the whole area and benefit tube wells in a 5-kilometer radius.
અને એને કારણે આસપાસના 5-10 કિલોમીટર વિસ્તારમાં રહેલા ટ્યુબવેલને ખૂબ મોટો લાભ થાય છે.
Water distribution in cities. Normally in high-rise buildings, the flats at the lower levels get water with high pressure and the flats higher up do not get sufficient water. The pressure of the water column in the pipe ensures fast discharge of water in lower level flats. A differential pipeline system can remedy this problem. Bigger pipes supply water to the topmost flats, somewhat smaller pipes provide water to middle level flats, and even smaller pipes carry water to the bottom flats. All flats get water with equal pressure because of the differential pipe system. In a variation of the above system, separate pipes carry water to each flat so that the consumption of water by each flat can be metered and charged accordingly. It would avoid complaints of overuse of water by some families. Many cities would soon start metering the water supplied to control the use of scarce water and recover the costs of water supply. It is also possible to have 2 or 3 compartments in the overhead water tank. One of them could supply pure water only for a limited time for drinking and cooking. The other compartment could supply water 24 hours for washing, toilets, etc. But this water could be recycled water. This can ensure limited but pure water for drinking and cooking and recycled water in greater abundance.
કરી શકીએ. તો આ રીતે શહેરી વિસ્તારમાં જળ સંચય કરી અને જળ વિતરણ વ્યવસ્થા જો આપણે એવી રીતે ગોઠવીએ તો પાણીનો ફરીથી ઉપયોગ આપણે કરી શકીએ છીએ.
Water harvesting projects.
અમદાવાદ અને ગાંધીનગર વચ્ચે આવેલા જૂના કોબા ગામ.
This well is at Old Koba village between Ahmedabad and Gandhinagar. It was abandoned years ago because the village gets water from a bore well. Sabar Sena decided to recharge the well for use in the village. All the water falling on the campus of the primary school next to the well is cleaned in a filter tank and sent to the well through two pipes.
કૂવામાં અંદર ઉતરે છે અને એની ફિલ્ટરની જે રચના છે, પાણીને ગાળવાની રચના છે, એ પ્રાથમિક શાળાની અંદર મેદાનમાં કરેલી છે, જે આપણે ત્યાં જઈને જોઈ શકીશું. જૂના કોબા ગામની પ્રાથમિક શાળાની
You can see the filter tank in the school campus and the pipes carrying the filtered water to the adjoining well. The filter tank is filled with grit, pebble and sand. All the water that falls in the school campus gets filtered and stored in the old abandoned well.
પાણી વધારે ગળાઈને કૂવાની અંદર જશે અને કૂવાની બાજુમાં જ ગામનો ટ્યુબવેલ આવેલો છે, જેથી એ ટ્યુબવેલને પણ આ કૂવામાં જળ ભરણથી લાભ થશે.
We also have a Khambat style well in the primary school of Old Koba. Last year, the compound walls of the school collapsed due to the pressure of the water from the heavy monsoon. So we built a well 30 feet deep and 8 feet in diameter to harvest and send all the rainwater down to the earth. It will harvest water and protect the walls too.
એટલા માટે આ 30 ફૂટ ઊંડો કૂવો કરી અને એને ખંભાતી કૂવાની રચના કરવામાં આવી છે, જેથી આ બધું પાણી છે તે અંદર જશે અને ભવિષ્યમાં દિવાલને વાંધો નહીં આવે.
We have also set up a system to harvest rainwater for drinking in the pre-primary school of our village. We want to show the children water harvesting techniques in real life. All the water that falls on the roof of the school is directed to the 7,000 litre tank through pipes. In the classroom itself, a hand pump has been installed so that the students could draw filtered rainwater for drinking as and when they need. All the drinking water used throughout the year at our NGO next door, Jeevantirth, is from rainwater harvested through an underground tank. After the tank gets filled, the surplus water is directed to an abandoned hand pump to recharge the well and let the water seep into the earth. The water falling on the terrace is directed through pipes in the wall to the underground tank.
પાણી છે એ આ હેન્ડપંપ દ્વારા ભૂગર્ભ જળમાં અંદર ઉતારી દેવામાં આવે છે. તો આ જે વ્યવસ્થા છે એ ત્યજી દેવાયેલી ડંકી દ્વારા રિચાર્જ સિસ્ટમ ઊભી કરવામાં આવી છે. વરસાદી પાણી
Our 14,000 litre capacity tank is built in the Deenbandhu Gobar gas plant design. It is in the shape of a circular jar, broad at the bottom, narrowing down towards the top. This design makes the tank very strong and does not use any iron rods for construction. The tank is in our living room. With water below, it is the coolest room in the house. The tank is closed with a lid, sand spread over it and tiles laid on it to hide the lid.
એના ઉપર રેતી પાથરી દેવામાં આવે છે અને પછી ટાઇલ્સ ગોઠવી દેવાથી એ ટાંકો અંદર દેખાતો નથી. આ
A
ટાંકાનું
small
પાણી છે
hand
તે
pump near the
ડંકી દ્વારા
kitchen
બહાર
allows
ટબમાં
us to
લઈ
draw
લેવામાં આવે છે
water
અને
for
રસોડામાં
drinking and
વપરાશમાં
cooking.
લેવામાં આવે છે.